Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some barking dogs tonight because the windows are wide open. We got big thunderstorms rolling in here about midnight, and um, they're loud today. So we're going to have to put up with some loud hound dogs tonight, probably. The Welcome back to another members only show. The way it's going to be from now on, this will always be a members only show, except for on very, very rare occasions. And I do not see one of those anytime in the near future. Once the shows are over, they will go immediately to members only. And I think we like it better that way. It's worked out pretty good so far. And hopefully, if Bob is watching, Bob will be joining me tonight because Jason still has a lot of stuff on his plate. He's recovering from the situation with his dog from a few days ago. And so Jason will be off tonight. So if Bob is watching and can help me out tonight, that'll be great. And if not, then we'll be here doing it solo, and we'll just do the best we can with what we have to work with. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all the new memberships that we've gotten. And I'm two of those. I actually got 2 memberships so I can go back and watch my own shows. Because if I'm not a member, if I need to go back and get a clip or go back and see something on my own show, I couldn't do it. So I bought 2 of my own memberships today. We had several other people that purchased memberships today, but I guess unless they buy it after the show's posted, it doesn't show up in here. So we have to kind of go through and find those new members from time to time. Hey, Choco, work with me. Choco! Jesus Christ. I gave them a little bit of food before the show started. I thought it might help, but it did not. Timmy Lee, how you doing? George Captor, how you doing? Members only. We will only see badges in here tonight unless somebody makes a donation, and they're welcome to do so. If you make a donation, you can comment with that donation, but that's where you have to get your comment in at. And yeah, we're looking forward to the new format here. I'm really thrilled with how it's working so far. Memberships have definitely boosted. Nothing wrong with that. And going to be a much cleaner show from now on. We're going to focus on the things that you guys want to talk about. I saw one jackass wrote me today. Oh, King, we're back to talking about wrestling. We've always talked about wrestling, you assholes. See, I'm still going to be mean to you. But we always talk about wrestling if somebody in here brings up fucking wrestling. If there's big news going on in wrestling, we bring it up. I don't know where this jackass was during all the Vince McMahon shit. We brought all that up. Stephanie McMahon, whoever gets brought up with any dirt on them, we always bring it up. If there's anything cool angles going on TV, it's not that we don't talk about wrestling. We kind of let you guys dictate what we talk about. So if you're not suggesting topics, then it's your fault. So, and plus the little douchebag that got pissed, I think he's a Trumper. So, and they don't like when we bash him. Well, get the fuck over it, because that part of the show is probably not going to go away. Let's see here. He had, we'll get Trump out of the way real quick. He had a thing or two decent happen to him in court today. He had a few things not go so well for him in court today. There's the Trump news. See, we got done with that already. So unless you all bring it up, we're done with that. We have a big turnout tonight in here. I wonder how many of them are members. Probably not as many as I'm seeing up on the screen.
We can find out in just a moment.
Oh, we can find that out?
Yeah, I can turn it to members only right now.
What do you think? You know what? Leave it alone for now, because this gives them an opportunity to donate, because I'm going to mention what we got doing. I'll give you the cue. So let me guess. You found mustache dye.
No, I decided to stop putting gray in. Stop putting gray dye into my mustache.
Yo, well, that's another way to go about it. That's always another way. Handsome Jimmy has to dye his roots blonde, just black, just to get a little peace and quiet. See, I almost screwed up the Handsome Jimmy one.
Yeah, well, okay.
Wonder if King heard anything. Well, see, we don't. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. So, I guess you'll have to write my inbox or something, because I don't even know what you're talking about. We don't acknowledge anything like that. So, I guess you'll have to go there and find out. And trust me, I'm sure you will. So what do y'all?
We don't care anymore.
We don't care. We don't care. What do we? What we want to talk about? I don't mean to steal Cody Rhodes' gimmick, but what do y'all want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Everybody's stealing from everybody. I did not wash my hair tonight. I said, you know what? Good enough. I washed it yesterday. Also, my first sleeveless. I know I wear the sleeveless shirts a lot, but without the compression shirt, it's warm today. It is currently still 74 degrees here in Louisville. We hit a high of 79. You think Cody wins? No, you're asking me that. Who's he wrestling? Roman?
Some guy named Roman something or other.
Actually,
so,
I do.
Night one is Roman and The Rock. Seth
and they win that, and the tag team wins that night, I would think.
Well, the tag team wins.
Gotta give some.
Which tag? The Cody and Seth tag team.
Yeah, they can't have Cody losing on back-to-back main event night. Boy, that's the way to just horn dog up the entire WrestleMania. It's main event both nights. There's got to be some guys in the locker room that I can't even main event the first night.
Can I get on the Andre
the
Giant Battle Royal?
There will be some that won't even be on the show, and there will be others that'll be in the prelim show. Right. It's always great when you're on the prelim show.
And now you really got at least 3 people wrestling twice.
Yeah, at least three. And we really appreciate the big turnout tonight. Can you see how many of those are members? Can you see that?
I cannot. No.
Because they have learned a valuable lesson. Catch it live or don't catch it, or you're going to pay to catch it. So something has been taught. Something has been learned. But no, we have big thunderstorms moving in here tonight. I think George mentioned that he's having tornado warnings where he's at, and I know where he lives, and he's down here in tornado hell as well. Maybe even as bad, if not worse, than what parts of Kentucky gets. Louisville has not been all that bad lately. We have surrounding counties that get it a little worse than Jefferson County gets it. But we are calling for an inch of rain starting at about midnight through 10 a.m. And so that ought to be fun. I know I've got a lot of stuff to do outside of the home tomorrow. And, by the way, because we got such a big house in here right now, 3 huge names coming on this show. In addition, already confirmed, we have Mr. Kennedy. And these will be scheduled in April and May as we can get dates locked down. We have Mr. Kennedy. We have Dutch Mantel we're pinning a date down on. We have John Cena Sr. confirmed. I got to relook up that date. It is early April, if I remember correctly. We got Anthony Scaramucci on April the 8th at 4:30 p.m. Maybe it was 4, but that'll be a day game. I don't know if we'll do a day-night doubleheader or not. But the Mooch will be on for the 9th or 10th time. I have to look that up, but it's 9 or 10 times for Anthony Scaramucci. And then I got 3 huge names. I tell you what, I'm going to drop a name every 30 minutes because the last name has never been on this show before. And if the second name I'm going to drop might have been on this show once, but it's been a long time. And so I'm going to go ahead and drop the first name right now. You know what some people have said, the king only has Republicans on this show. I'm pretty sure that this one qualifies. Disco Inferno has committed to come on sometime in April or May. We're going to be working out those dates. So Disco Inferno, the first of 3 huge names that will be coming on the show. Some of you say his name ain't that huge. I've told him that before, but he don't.
Yeah, but Disco's always been entertaining, and he's been on the show. He's been entertaining, and he's knowledgeable. I mean, you may not agree with him politically, but he is knowledgeable on the wrestling business. So
and as long as he's not a douchebag, I mean, he will debate what he believes in. He's debated me, debated Maya. That didn't go real well, which I don't know if he will admit that or not, but it didn't go well. But no, we're going to have so that'll be the first 30-minute announcement, and then at 9:45, we'll announce the second star that's committed to come on the show. And then I just got Bob doesn't even know who it is. Nah,
I've kept him.
We have a third person that is committed to come on that wrote me today and said, "Absolutely, here's my people. Let's get it done." And that's all I'm giving you so far. And I was almost shocked that they agreed, because I've never had them on before. Former WWE star, has been an AEW star, an ECW star, and a former OVW star. So that gives you a little something. And very excited to have this person on. I'm really looking forward to it. And we don't have a date yet, but seem to be more enthusiastic to come on and to help us run the gauntlet on finishing up this damn basketball court. And Bob's excited about that. So,
well, Kenny, which of the little quote things, the chirons, as you might call them,
the chirons,
yeah, you like the block style, the bubble style?
Throw black back up again. Let me see what black looks like.
Block, yeah, just
no black.
Off the.
No, give me the black version like we used the other day. Show me what that looks like.
The black version.
Or is that the black version? Oh, I guess that is the black version.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can change the color to black, and let's see.
Can you?
Sure.
All right. I think out of all those, I like the bubble the best. Whatever takes up the least space.
Minimal. That's classic.
Yeah,
huge.
That's pretty fucking big right there.
Bubble takes up the least, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, bubble takes up the least. Yeah, let's do bubble and whatever. You pick the color.
Let's go with a nice purple. How's a purple? Royal King purple.
Oh, you know what? It wasn't purple with these on. It was orange.
You know, purple blockers, right?
Yeah, purple. Yeah, they block purple as well. A version of blue. A version of the blue. So
they blocked the blue out of the purple. Is what they were doing.
Yeah. So yeah, the weather. I mean, I probably could have gone sleeveless a couple of other nights this year, but boy, I've got the ceiling fan on tonight. And I was dancing on it earlier too. Lionel Richie was over here, and let's see. I guess I got to throw my readers on because I'm going to have to read some comments. It looks like, unless you want to throw George's.
Sure, I'll throw this up. I was curious, Kenny, if while you were in OVW, if you guys ever had to stop a match due to an injury in the ring, so a legit match stoppage.
There was actually one time that almost kind of happened. And Jebediah Blackhawk talked about it when he was on the show because he got fucked up real bad in a match that Rico was involved in. And Rico, being a paramedic, went outside. They had Jebediah laid out on the gravel. I mean, he had to leave the match. He had broken some ribs during the match, falling off the turnbuckle. And Cornette, being Cornette, wanted the match to continue, was basically calling Jebediah Blackhawk a pussy, according to words out of Jebediah Blackhawk. I was involved in the match, so I wasn't out there. And but Jimmy went out urging Rico to come back in. Rico says, I'm not going anywhere. This man's in bad shape. I'm staying here till the ambulance gets here because someone had called the meat wagon. And so the match did not stop, but it ended without a participant that started in it. And Jimmy was furious that he quit working the match with broken ribs. Well, for those of you that know Jimmy, and I guess I would be the one in here that does, kind of par for the course.
So did Jimmy keep working the match after he blew his knees out from falling off that scaffold?
I don't recall that he did. As a matter of fact, that's when Bobby and Dennis had suggested that I take over the Midnight Express. And he said, who knows us better than Kenny? You know damn well Kenny can do the job. Kenny will keep the heat. And Jimmy said no. Jimmy said no.
You'd keep them.
And well, the reason that he says Kenny will do this for less money than me, and they will take Kenny over me. That's exactly what he told me. He can lie about it all he wants. My hand to whatever it is you guys pray to. That's exactly what he told me. And I said, but I would have took less money than what I thought Jimmy was making, because he told me he was making $400,000 a year. Dennis Connery told me that wasn't true. I negotiated our contracts. They offered Jimmy $100,000 a year, and I negotiated and said, no, we all get $250 or between $200 and $250. He was going by memory, and they were going to pay Jimmy half of what we were getting. And I said, no, he's a very important part of this. Obviously, I'd go along with that.
Sure.
The Midnight Express weren't going to be the Midnight Express without him, and I think Jimmy was an equal cog in there. You needed them to do the work. You needed Jimmy to do the talking and the promoting. And So I agree. Dennis did the right thing. It kept all of them working for quite some time. And so what I have done, what I have traveled the country, what they were doing back then, sometimes working 2 shows a day with Ole Anderson telling you that you're working Charlotte and Atlanta in the same day on a weekend. Would I have done that for half of what Jimmy was actually making? No. No, they're going to, if I'm doing Jimmy's work, they're going to pay me Jimmy's pay.
Had Chris been born then?
Nope. Gabrielle was pregnant with him.
So that might have changed.
Chris was in the arena the night he blew his knees out, because that was the first time Christopher ever kicked inside of Gabrielle's stomach. And it was November. It was November of '86. So, but for 250 grand a year, and what I would have thought was 400 grand a year, because that's what I was told, Gabrielle, hey, I'll have this baby in a parking lot by myself with me and the doctor. Get your ass out there and earn us 400 grand this year. And then Chris is going to be looking pretty good. 400 grand is a lot of fucking money back then. It's a lot of money now. And 200 grand was a lot of fucking money back then. And actually a lot of money now.
Not bad money today.
Yeah, I don't recall you telling me that you make $250,000 a year, because you'd probably be very happy if you were.
I would be lying to you if I told
you. Can you imagine? So if we had Jason on here, he could
get this over here.
What that's worth today. He could tell us what that's worth today.
Sure, he just makes the numbers up. Yeah, so that was 1986, right?
November of '86. So we were sneaking up on '87.
So $250,000.
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked me that. Good question. Vanessa's in the house, who's been dealt with tragedy out one side, down the other here recently. Sorry, I haven't had a lot of time to get with you, Nessa, but
$250,000 in 1986 is worth $707,000 a year.
So, in other words, from what Jimmy convinced me he was making, today that would be almost $1.5 million.
Yeah, 400,000 is $1.132 million.
Yeah, it's a shitload of money. So
also the inflation in 1986 was 1.86%, which means
what is it now? About 3 cents.
Yeah, it's about 3.15.
Yeah. So that's a very good question. And remember, 9:45, we will announce the second. I mean, we got a string of people coming on. I've almost overbooked the card, to be honest with you. Glad I ain't trying to do all those people in one goddamn day, because that would be a waste. So we're just going to make these separate shows. They're not even necessarily going to be back to back. Cena and Scaramucci are booked rather close together. They are both, from what I remember, in early April. I can't remember who goes first, though. It might be Cena Senior.
I think Mr. Cena was coming on earlier than Anthony was.
Yeah, because Mooch is, if I remember, Mooch is April 8th at 4 or 4:30 p.m.
And I thought Mr. Cena was April 4th.
I always love it. And I'll say it right now. He's always my favorite guest. As much as I love to talk politics, and as much as he has a love for wrestling, we have respect for what each other does, respect for the type of people that we are. Because to be a multi-billionaire, or at least his company is. I mean, we thought Trump was worth $14 billion, and he's begging people to reduce his bail to $100 million. So apparently, I got $400 million cash. Well, apparently not. Apparently not.
I got $3.44 and these shoes.
That would have been a better story to tell. You know what? I've spent all my money. I got about $8 in my wallet. You know, I'm on the road.
Shoes up as collateral.
I'm only filling the jet up half full these days with campaign finance money. So I don't know. Thanks for the answer. I did make the donation. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me take a look here, because I have not looked at donations yet. And then I need to tell you what we need to raise money for tonight. George, and by the way, George was the anonymous donation the other night. And he said, but now that we're members only, he says, I don't mind you announcing my donation. So George Cafter with a 25 the other night on Tuesday and 25 tonight on Thursday. Thank you, George.
Thank you.
TC from the NC with a $10 donation on Venmo. Oh, here's a nice one. Kevin Marr has issued a $70 challenge, because I've told a couple of people, Michigan Mike, Kevin Marr, and a couple others. You know, with Jen, we raised the money to get her medications paid for. That was in the neighborhood of like $60 or so. I sent you the receipts on everybody that we took care of, some of them before we even got the money. Jen didn't bother to tell me that her electricity's been cut off. And when she told me, it had been like day 4. We're now into day 7. She doesn't have any electricity, which means she has no fan. She has a skin irritation that is heat related that really fucks with her skin. Until these meds kick in for her, it's probably going to be a good 10 days before she can start doing any work at all. And she has no electricity. The electric bill was 1,980 pesos with a 500 peso reconnection. So we might as well say 3,000 pesos. She's going to need some travel money to get there. She sure shit can't walk. So let's look at raising, because this is where the $70 challenge comes in good at. Kevin Marr has a person that he's wanting to get his $70. We will make sure that money goes as he has directed. We won't announce it here on the show. We'll keep that personal. But he has a particular person he wants to get the money. So we will do that. But he says, I challenge others to team up and help us get Jen's electric turned back on. And I would love to do that tonight. I mean, the kid's been without electricity for 7 days. And she's been having to charge her phone over at her neighbor's place to keep up with me to see if we can raise the money to do it. She didn't ask for me to pay her electric. I said, why is it so dark there? She gets like 30 minutes of free data a day. And she video chatted me to give me an update on what her medicine was doing. She said she's better, but, you know, still a ways to go with the bleeding that she's dealing with. And I said, why is it so dark there? It's the middle of the day. And she said, well, I don't have any lights to turn on. I said, why not? Well, I don't have electricity. I said, when did this happen? She gave me the details. Well, I didn't want to be any more of a burden to you. I needed medicine, actually more than I need electricity, because if I don't live, I won't need electricity. So
it's very practical over.
There's some truth to that. So that's the other situation. And Eunice's mother has a bunch of gowns that she's making for graduation. She's actually going to be able to make, God, I think it looked like she was going to be able to earn maybe as much as 10,000 pesos making all these gowns. But in the process of making them, and they showed me the 4 or 5 that she made, and they're matching like green gowns for graduations coming up there. Her sewing machine broke down, and it's going to cost. Well, shut up, Bob.
I mean, and I don't. I mean, that's just the way that life goes.
Filipino luck.
It's like, hey, we finally got a way to try to earn
make
some money.
By
the way, we just broke
but her
what
sewing,
we needed.
her sewing machine broke down, and it's something about the bob or whatever. Not you, but another. You know,
it's
the thing.
All my fault. Yeah,
it's all your fault, and as Dr. Smith would say. But it's about $30 or $35 to fix her sewing machine. And that will give her an opportunity over the next few weeks to make about 10,000 pesos, which is big money for them. So if we could raise $30 for the sewing machine, $70 for her electric, and then we already have a donation to help a particular person on here with a need that they had. And I'll go over that with Bob after the show. And that's where they said they wanted their money to go. And that I think that's the tops of the list tonight. I think I'm helping Chinny with a little thing to get some internet. I might have already sent her the money. I sent Bob for receipts for about 4 or 5 people. We helped Ruby May get home and chicken for the family for the weekend. She's going to be able to come home today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I think Tuesday and Wednesday. So she's got an extensive stay with her mom that she doesn't get very often. And she said, my wish is to be able to go home and see my mom. And could we have chicken? Because I've been sick. As you know, we got her medicine recently. And she said, I haven't been able to eat chicken in a long time. So it was another 500 pesos to get the family chicken, $10, and feed the family for basically several days. So, you know, and we've already took care of that. And a few other projects that we've already taken care of. Our old buddy, Nicole Lutzy, and Pasta Cat, get 1,000 names for him. Pasta Cat have donated $15. Thank you very much. That came over on the Venmo. The guy that I accused of being a Trumper is writing me going, you Trumpers. And he might not be. I don't know. Let me tell him. Learn to work. Give me a second here.
People just don't figure these things out, man.
They never do. I'm playing with you, man. Learn to work.
Just working, you king. Sorry, that was my bad. My mistake. I apologize.
Let's see. Jessica says hello and says she misses us because she's had trouble seeing the show since we've gone pretty much YouTube. Let's see. You can be a plumber. Well, fuck. You can be a plumber. I'm doing my show, though. I don't have time to banter with you. I'm bitching at you on the show now.
Mylene, welcome to the show.
Is Mylene on the show? Mylene over in Slap Your Face. Is that her?
Yep. Yeah. We had thunderstorm warnings here, although we haven't actually seen any severe weather. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I hear the deep south is getting these things all over the place. I didn't know you guys were included as well.
Yeah, we're deep in the south here.
And I want to thank Jazzy Jana for her donation the other night. That was a nice donation. And I know sometimes Jazzy Jana is low in her bank account. She still helps us out. I even wrote her and I said, Jazzy, anytime that you're that low, do not donate. And she said, oh no, I got everything else taken care of. I don't donate anything that I can't do. But she was kind of low in the bank account and still donated to help us out. So no, I always tell you, man, you got to take care of business at home first. Now, if you're ordering $40 Uber Eats 4 nights a week, and then you still ain't got $5 or $10 to help somebody that really needs food, okay, yeah, those get to me a little bit. If you're a consistent watcher of the show, never donate, never get a membership, but that's certainly not Jazzy Jana, George, Michigan Mike, and countless others.
And Kenny, I know that you will rail on the Bible thumpers, but
I have a tendency to do that.
Jana is a perfect example of what a good
Christian of course
does. I mean,
yes,
she's strong in her beliefs, and she lives the life and walks the walk.
And still tunes into this show with the lead atheist or the lead whatever Mr. Cena Senior calls me, and is still here for every show.
The atheist in chief.
Let me clear that up. It's not so much that I rage on the Bible thumpers as I do the fake ass Bible thumpers. No one loved Paul Bearer more than I did. Nobody thumped the Bible harder than Paul Bearer. He lived. What's the word?
It's the hypocritical ones.
He lived the talk and walked the walk, whatever that. Yeah,
he talked the talk, but he also walked.
If you're really buying it, you really believe it, and you're 100% into it. But Vanessa's another case.
Sure, I mean,
Vanessa believes that God is going to show up and give her 50 million pesos one day. Well, I hope it works out. I'm rooting for you.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I'm also George is a confirmed Catholic. Well, my son's a confirmed Catholic. Now he's been on both, but he is a rational Catholic. You know, he doesn't think that there's a guy in a white robe with beautiful long flowing hair with abs of steel that's going to show up here and save us all. I mean, he views it from
the great American Jesus, right?
The great American white Jesus, who, by the way, if there really was a real Jesus, don't think he's white. Don't think so.
No. Look, what's
No, I've never been to a black church. I know that Casey of Casey and the Sunshine Band said that he got his religion from Pentecostal churches because he loved the singing and dancing in Pentecostal churches. Do any churches, when they have their picture of Jesus up, obviously they have their perception. Do any of the churches have a black Jesus? Not necessarily a dark-skinned Jesus. Obviously those are there. But does anybody have a black Jesus? Is there a Jesus with an afro? Is there a Jesus that's Samuel L. Jackson black? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's a good question.
Verdine White. I mean, if I were going to pray to a black Jesus, I would hope it'd be Verdine White with a bass guitar.
There's actually a TV series called Black Jesus.
Dan will be with me on
that one. I don't know. That's a good question. Because
I don't know either. That's why I ask the hard questions sometimes.
You do ask the really hard questions. So, Kenny, are we going to leave our Facebook and the X/Twitter?
Yeah, I mean,
let me just tell you this. We actually have 36 viewers on X.
What? Well,
half of our viewership is coming from X right now.
Well, you 36 viewers on X. If you would like to continue to watch the show, Bob, type up the link to the show because you do that shit much faster than I do. Because I don't think I posted this on X or Facebook tonight to just give us a direct link. So, but go to YouTube.com/The Bolin Alley.
Right.
That's an easy way to do it. YouTube.com/The Bolin Alley. And click that link.
There's the link to this episode, right? It's in the chat.
And you'll see. There you go. You got that. So let's give them 3 more minutes to be able to click that link. And if you want to continue watching the show, I don't know what the fuck's going on over on X, because there's been times it claims we've got 3 viewers over there. I think I know why. And I don't know that there's a donation.
Elon has you banned.
Elon has not been kind to the old king since I've been very critical of him. And I did not buy a Tesla from him either. He got hot about that.
Yeah. He actually wrote to me about my Porsche and said, "Why did you buy?"
So yeah, we're about to lose. We gave you 30 minutes. It was supposed to be 5 or 10, and but we appreciate all of you over there watching. But if you want to continue watching, you got to come here. And if you would like to participate, get a measly, because trust me, and I mean this from the bottom of my black heart. If you don't think this show is worth $3 fucking a month for 12 shows a month,
at least
fuck it, go do something else, because we are here to raise money for people in need, and we are here to entertain you. Hopefully we do that. I guess we do, because enough of you show up. As blackballed as I am across social media for talking about shit they don't like me to talk about, that advertisers don't like for me to talk about, we still do okay, and we still help a shitload of people. So if you want to participate, be a part of this, come on over, get you a $3 badge. You can participate. If not, go do something else. I do not care. I truly don't. If I gave a fuck about viewerships and numbers, this would not be a members only show as much as it is. Her church doesn't have any pictures of Jesus. Well, I mean, visited had pictures of either white or dark skin. Okay, all right. I did a Conan show and disco show yesterday, and we talked about the ties of the KKK to Freemasons, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I want you to watch Conan's show, hear our conversation about that, mine and Conan's experiences with the Freemasons, and that'll be the teaser, and that show will be coming out next week. I did about an hour with them. We had a great time. Disco was on good behavior, and I guess so was I. We did not really talk much politics at all. They have asked me to get Anthony Scaramucci on their show, which I'm going to go to bat for them. Conan really put me over yesterday. And I will talk about this part. He says, Kenny, I was watching your show once, and he said, God dang, I see Anthony Scaramucci on your show. And I'm going, how the hell did Kenny Bolin get Anthony Scaramucci? I said, you didn't think I had the stroke to get somebody? He says, Kenny, no offense to you, I didn't think any of us had the ability to get an Anthony Scaramucci. This guy's on CNN, MSNBC. He's been on Fox. He was the White House press secretary. What other title did he have there? He had 2 titles while he was
director of communications.
Director of communications. Yeah. He said, God, Kenny, that is a get. And I said, well, not only has he done my show, I said, he did it once when he worked for Trump. And I said, he's been back 7, 8 times since then, and coming back for either a 9th or 10th time on April the 8th. He said, God damn, Kenny, that's impressive. I said, well, we hit it off good. I said, politically, for a while, we didn't really line up. I said, but we both evaluated each other as being good people. He said I was smart. My son laughed at him over that. And compared to Chris, Chris had every right to laugh. I'd go along with that. But no, we just clicked good. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. He is my favorite guest I have on. And he would have been a very good wrestling manager had he chose to go that path, because of how slick, calm, and cool he is. You do not rattle the mooch. Even when you're trying to fuck with him, he will, I don't want to use the word slither, but you're not going to get the best of him. And I've never tried to. But he's always been very complimentary of me, and that's very kind of him to do so. And always my favorite guest, because nothing better than talking a little wrestling. And as much as I like to talk about politics, when you got Anthony Scaramucci on the show, you got every reason to do so. And if you don't expect to hear anything about politics, then that would be a good show not to tune into. And also one of the strong leaders behind the Lincoln Project, which was Republicans against Trump. So he goes from working for Trump, does one show with me, gives me credit for smartening him up to where, what are you doing? You have money. You don't need this. But he said it on the show. The lure of power, and to be connected with somebody that powerful was a drug itself. And I get it, because you see what it does to Congress and the Senate.
Sure.
There are people that have been good people that now can't walk away from that power. They don't want to get a job. They want to be able to milk the American people for, in most cases, millions of dollars. Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't have dick. Well, she might have had that. And now all of a sudden she's worth millions on a $178,000 a year job. Okay, as our friend would have said on Saturday Night Live. So why did they have the name the Freemasons? Well, I don't know if I know the scientific answer for that. But we will, but like I said, if you want to hear about mine and Conan's experiences about the Freemasons, we both had the same kind of a thing, but go watch it. It'll be out next week. So stay on the tune for that. 75 in the house right now. Everybody has had plenty of time to be able to click the YouTube link. So Facebook and X, Twitter, whatever you guys call yourselves, thank you for tuning in. We're about to lose half of you. And if you want to come over and watch the rest of the show, you saw the link to do it. And if you're not smart enough to click that link and come over, then we will say good day to the Xers and the Facebookers.
Goodbye, Facebook, and goodbye, X. Goodbye, Facebook.
We gave them a lot.
X. We did.
We gave them a lot of extra time.
Goodbye, X.
And down to 37. More than half the house was over there.
Drop him on the members only and see how far that drops. So historically, the Freemasons evolved from the guilds of stonemasons and cathedral builders in the Middle Ages. They were free masons because they were independent, not tied to any particular lord. And so because they were involved with building cathedrals and building the churches there, they've been very tied into organized religion, especially the Roman Catholic Church. Although Freemasonry is not a Christian institution per se, contains many of the elements of religion, teachings enjoining morality, charity, and obedience to the law of the land on the shellac. No, wait, sorry. That part wasn't in the article, but
yeah. So yeah, I call Feeney over there. I've now given him the name. He doesn't know it yet, but I've given him the name Fact Check Feeney. Fact Check Feeney. I've given him. There you go. That's so we'll see how many of those Xers and Facebookers come over here, and how many of them get a membership. Probably none, but
we'll see.
Because I'll tell you what X was loaded up with. Well, never mind. You already know what it was loaded up.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. So we shall see.
It'll be interesting.
They had every opportunity to click that link, and apparently not one of them did. So now on to the real people. To the real supporters,
to the real stars of our show, those who consistently donate. So we've got Jinjin's Electric. Because there are other things that because I know we got what did my notes from yesterday or Tuesday?
Yeah, apparently the Trump organization all but admitted they were shutting down minority community centers. And now Laura Trump is saying that they denied that they said that, even though they're recorded saying it. So
they don't need no minority community centers.
That just came through on the smart news. Let me check, see if we got any other donations. But those are the big three. We're going to try to get Eunice's mother's sewing machine fixed.
Right?
It's going to be about $35.
Right. And we got Ruby May her medicine. We got Jinjin her medicine. We got Jeanette rice and kerosene. That was last week.
We got Chenny. We got her some rice and electric paid for Chenny, and she's needing something else too. It's not horribly expensive, but I forgot to look. But I'll look at it later. But those are the big three: the electric for Jinjin, the sewing machine repairs, and what was the third thing? And we've already got the donation for the special person. We've already got that.
Now, let me just ask you something off the air, so you'll. So I don't want to bring this up if it's already taken care of.
How you gonna do that?
Through a Facebook Messenger message.
Oh, okay. Well, boy, I wish I could think like you.
Yeah.
My Predigen didn't kick in today. All right, let me go to Facebook Messenger.
Because if that's not been taken care of, I want to bring it up one more time.
No, it certainly has not been taken care of.
Okay, so as I talked about on Tuesday's show,
in all honesty, was not high on my radar right now either. But you can bring it up because if somebody one, I got no problem with it.
Yeah, because I know that you had your issues with that person, but it's not. This doesn't go to directly help that person. This is that person saying someone in my community needs help. So there is a young boy who is extremely malnourished. His mom left him. His dad is a day laborer, doesn't have much money. Kid's very malnourished. Because of that, he's having problems walking, and they need to buy him a wheelchair. A used wheelchair, I've been told will run about 4,000 pesos, about $80.
About $80, give or take.
So if you guys want to make a donation towards this wheelchair, and as Kenny said, this is a special project that's kind of outside our normal stuff. If you want to direct money for this kid's wheelchair, let us know that you're directed for that.
That's where you go. We're happy to do that. Like the donation that came in tonight. He had a specific person he wanted to get it, and that's who we're going to make sure gets it. I think the rain got here early. We weren't supposed to get midnight, but that sounded like a little rain I'm hearing out there today. But then again, I have so many people of my own that are tied in with this show that are loyal viewers and longtime loyal viewers. My dedication goes to them first.
Right. And I understand that. And that's kind of why, but I told this person I would mention it, that
and we've done it
would have to come from.
I haven't seen one person offer a penny towards it yet. So, but if that's what you want to do, I don't have a problem with it. And if that's where the money comes from and that's where you say to send it, that's where to go. And we'll even send you a receipt to prove that, or Bob will. And we'll go from there. And once we get these other projects taken care of, if there's anything extra comes in, I don't have any problem with that either. So, but I got to take care of these people first. And then after that,
right. We want to take care of the people who've been with us a while.
And I feel for that. And I feel for that person. It's not a good situation, but this person, you would think.
Well, let's just say that this person had received some help in the past and was not. The gratitude wasn't there. It was more like, why aren't you continuing to help me over other people?
Yeah,
it's like,
and I don't play that shit.
What's the priority?
Yeah, I don't play that shit. We try to help as many people as we can on here, and the minute you show me you're jealous of somebody else getting help, well, you go ahead and help your favorites. Okay, well, you just not became one, so by taking that attitude. You heard my name on Dave Meltzer's radio show. I'm shocked to hear that.
I am shocked to hear that.
He wasn't a big publicizer of mine. 20 years ago, I first heard your name mentioned on Dave's internet show. His co-host said they needed to get you on the show, and Dave laughed, saying you were banned. Was there not that I'm ever aware of? No, other than I'm sure Cornette.
Well, and plus you
like Dave Meltzer at that time, and probably preferred me not be there because I have a tendency to speak my mind about things involving Cornette, even when we were friends. Have ODM be the person to say why I was banned, because I wasn't aware of it. I've never asked to be on his show. I've never asked him to be on mine. I met him a few times at the Louisville Gardens when he was there blowing Cornette. And then all of a sudden, him and Cornette weren't blowing each other anymore. And then he turned on Jimmy, and Jimmy turned on him. So
it's all because of the Young Bucks. It's all the Young Bucks' fault.
I guess the Young Bucks caused that breakup. And I guess Russo caused mine and Jimmy's. So no, I never knew he mentioned my name, and don't care. He's not going to make me or break me. I've done all right without him. And so I would love to know why I was banned. So That I would be interested to see or hear about, as to what his reasons were, especially 20 years ago, because me and Jimmy were still pretty good friends 20 years ago. But then again, I heard from many people in the business that Jimmy did everything he could to make sure that I never went for WCW, did not want me liking Eric Bischoff, did not want me liking Vince Russo. Anybody Jimmy didn't like, he didn't want me associated with. And when it comes to Meltzer, I think Jimmy liked hogging that spotlight, because Dave Meltzer wrote these glowing reviews about OVW until Jimmy got fired. And then when Jimmy got fired, all of a sudden OVW sucked. Well, go fucking figure. Even though our ratings, even though Jimmy was rooting for us to fail, we did pretty good for quite some time without him. Several years without him. Did just fine.
Yes. So we talked a little bit today about a potential WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm.
That I think is a pretty good idea, and I think it will draw money.
There's something there. I think there's something there.
So we have proposed that James Earl Edward Elizabeth Montgomery Cornette the 14th,
done his birthday,
whatever his name was, and Vincent Antonio Scalia Russo.
Kevin Mars just donated an additional $5, so we appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you very much.
Vince
being with a badge, how'd she afford that?
I don't know. It's probably she took it out of 7,000 pesos I gave her for 2 weeks.
That's because you were better and without the need of a script. There's something behind that I don't know about. That I was banned 20 years ago, and that somebody that works with him wanted me on the show, and he had to find out from Meltzer I was banned 20 years ago. That would be what, 2004?
Roughly, yeah. I
was still with OVW. We were in our heyday then. You got me, man. You got me.
So my idea is to have James.
Maybe I scammed Meltzer out of a set of Beats by Bolin headphones. I don't know.
And Vince Russo.
And
cage match.
Yeah.
In a cage match.
Back to the cage match.
A death cage match. Shoot.
Yeah. Shoot fight.
And the winner gets a shot. Gets into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, not only a shot. Gets in.
Absolutely. Is it just that's it? You're in. Special referee in charge. Kenneth Winona Bolin.
Kenneth Winona. Oh, you remembered the middle name.
Kenneth Winona Bolin.
See, Jimmy had James East for James Elizabeth, and then he gave me the name Winona. We wanted female middle names, and I like Winona.
Since it's a death match, there's no pinfalls, there's no submissions.
No,
when someone is down, Kenny checks their pulse. If they still have a pulse, the match continues.
Well, I'll pull up a stool. I can't stand very long, but I'll pull up a stool and I'll wait till somebody rises.
Sit over there in the corner.
Yeah, I'll sit in the corner, and every 30 seconds I'll go check a pulse. Well, every minute. I don't want to get up every 30 seconds. Every minute I'll go check a pulse again.
Now, if someone's down on the ground and not breathing, not moving, check the pulse.
Winner guaranteed. Now, I made a prediction.
Like, wait,
who I thought would win that.
There's a pulse. Yeah, sorry.
And then crowd, hold it down because I need to hear and feel for a pulse. Hold it down. I don't want any vibrations giving me any false readings here. Do me a favor. I don't know how quickly you can do it. I made a prediction of who I thought was going into the Hall of Fame.
I think you're
out of that match. I think you have a meme of who the projected winner could be. I think.
I saw that meme and didn't download it. So.
Oh, well, we should.
I'll get it. It was actually 2001. Says
okay. We have more information. Actually, it was a caller that mentioned you. The caller mentioned Cornette's name, a possible replacement for Jerry Lawler, whom had quit after Cat's firing. Yeah, I remember that very well. I was the first to find out that he'd quit. Dave laughed and said you were banned. Got me. Okay. I don't know. You can tell he just shut me down altogether, didn't he? I never asked to be on his show. I've never asked him to be on mine. I think we've interacted on Twitter a time or two, but nothing to speak of. And no, I don't know. Unless Cornette used to talk shit about me behind my back, but I didn't. One of the times I did. But hell, Dundee told me that Jimmy never went to bat for me. Lawler said he never went to bat for me. So if Dundee and Lawler didn't hear it, what the fuck's Meltzer going to hear? So no.
All right, here's your predicted win. Here's your predicted winner. Let's take this.
My predicted winner. Knowing the history of legit shoot fights between the two, this is my projected winner. As with me as special referee, both have been. By the way, both have been. You're not going to get a fair call down the middle than me.
Going into the WWE Hall of Fame as a result,
as a projected winner.
Death cage match,
and a possible count out of one of the people not showing up for the fights.
Well, that's more likely the result.
That's more likely to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vince Russo.
There it is, right there. Hell of a fight. Vince looking good too, by the way. He's man. I got to look more like Bolin. Maybe I'll shave
20 years younger.
I bet he might shave the beard and mustache before he goes in, just to look a little bit more like Bolin, have the competing hair. Throw it up one more time so we can screenshot that and show Vince that we're paying some money. I'm going to screenshot that. That's for damn sure. That's a winner, right? That's a winner right there. There we go. Okay, I got to click something real. My screenshots on the computer are a pain in the ass to do. There we go. There it is. There it is. Your projected winner and new WWE Hall of Fame, not a mentionee like me. You know what? I need one of those. I need one of those for me as mentionee. That's what I need. Maybe as nice as Russo's.
Yeah.
Now somebody named Max sent me that, and I almost blocked a little fucker and I hear Big Vito's inducting me. I said, "You're trying to get blocked, aren't you? You little shit bag."
Well, I mean, if Thunderbolt Patterson makes it, then
if Thunderbolt gets in, all odds are up.
And
limo drivers, heroes, and.
If you watched the Southern wrestling in the 80s, Thunderbolt was quite over. So
yeah, and I think I did more for the WWE, the body of work.
Eunice's mom, Catherine, she's quite the seamstress, but you might not know that Jelly Bean's mom's a little bit of a seamstress too.
Yes,
I saw by hand.
I saw that.
Here is a little nurse uniform that she made. Now she made that out of one of Jelly Bean's brother's school uniforms.
Yeah. Isn't that the cutest little thing ever?
That's not one of Jelly Bean's brothers dressed in drag.
If I wanted a 7-year-old nurse to attend to me, that would be the one right there.
That's right. She's got the bag and everything.
Which sister's name is that?
I don't know. She did not tell me.
She told me the name.
Which sister is
Which sister is that?
She's just like, oh, my Bobby Bob. I'm not going to tell you anything, but here's some pictures. Oh, by the way, Bobby Bob, I still owe a lot of money.
I might have a name. Give me a second. I'm surprised. Cassandra. That's sweet little Cassandra.
That's Cassandra. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't have all the inside info, but I got it right here.
Get the inside info.
You never get the inside. You get the outside info.
I get the leftover info. It's like, oh, by the way, my Bobby Bob, I sent this to Kenny like 8 years ago, but here, this is,
There we go. There you go, Bob. There it is. We'll throw it up here for everybody, the hundreds of millions of people watching around the world. Little Cassandra. Jelly Bean said, well, boy.
Thank you, Jelly Bean.
Little beans.
I get my tooth fixed tomorrow. Yay.
That's my other project. God damn it.
My tooth? Yay, Kenny. Thank you so much.
No, it's not it's not. Well, I guess sort of kind of is. That return on that thing is going through tomorrow. So hopefully within a couple, 3 days that will hit. We have to be in that area of town tomorrow anyway, and it's like a 40-mile round trip to return that item. So we decided to wait till Friday. We had 30 days to return it. And my other window regulator, I told you they were able to fix the one and save us the parts. Save me $354. The other window started working out of the blue today because that was going to be another $354 plus labor, so about $500. And all of a sudden today it starts working. So maybe there is a guy. I don't. It could be a guy.
He's taking care of me. He's like, Kenny, I'm going to bless you with working windows.
Window regulators. And let's put it this way. I wasn't getting that other one fixed until early summer because it was enough to put that money aside to get this one fixed. And then they get it apart and find out they fixed the one that's in there and didn't need the new one I bought. Still had to pay the labor, but didn't have to pay for the part. And then the other one, the regulator today. Well, I guess if the left one's going to work, the right one should work too, Kenny. What the hell? So for the time being, it's working, and that was some good news, because that was because I said, well, now I guess we need to get this other one fixed, and because you know, a car that has practically all new parts with two front windows that won't go up and down does have a sunroof though that works. So now both windows are working properly.
Got sun windows.
Yeah, it's got that. Well, I can't believe that all 30 of those people over on the X, or 40 of them, didn't come on over.
Most of them came over. About 10 of them did, apparently.
About 10 of them. But what are the other 20 doing? Masturbating? I have no idea. Could be. You never know.
Perhaps they're just ranting now.
We're past the time. I have to announce the second big name coming on the show in either April or May. Maybe the second big name coming. We have Disco Inferno added to the list of many. Conan,
keeping it 100.
I can't remember if he's done my show maybe once, and it's been a while. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
He has done your show, but it's been a while. Yeah,
it's been a while, but he's coming back, and I don't know if he's 10 pounds heavier or not, but he's coming back. And we also talk about Conan's dogs on the show. He has a great big dog cage about the size of the one I got, and I asked him what goes inside that dog cage, and we talk about that a little bit. So make sure to tune in and check out me. I think I joined their show at about the 8-minute mark, but the way they edit shit over there, they could open up with me, or I'll pop in 8 minutes later. And there's not really an introduction. I'm just doing it, and all of a sudden I'm in the show. They don't really do introductions over there. And we did 2 endings, so I don't know what ending you're getting. We did 2 endings because I went on and told another story when I didn't know they were recording. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell that story real soon. I had to call 911 for Choco. Not last night, but the night before.
Okay.
That'll be a Saturday story. That'll be a Saturday story.
We were getting ready to call 911 on you the night before.
Why is that?
Because you were having the heart attack.
Oh, yeah. Well, there were some people.
No, that wasn't that. That was last Thursday. That was Saturday. Sorry.
Yeah, that was the Saturday show. But no, I actually had to call 911 for Choco. And when you guys hear why, you're going to die. And I was freaking because I didn't see any way to help her. And I will tell that story Saturday night because we've got a lot of other stuff. We've already been on almost an hour. And the donations are acting like they've dried up, Bob. So what's the donation?
Yeah, we've got Kevin's challenge, but we've got 10 from TC and the NC. We got 25 from George. We got 15.
What's our total right now? I think the donations are done, which means we're going to be done.
20, 30, 55. Now, there wasn't there was a pledge that was made. Did that come through?
A pledge that was made. Yes, that one did. That one did.
So we can kind of count that for tonight if you want to.
We can count that. Yeah, we can count that. Yeah, the pledge did come through.
So John Paul with his $60 pledge that he'd made came through with that. So
yeah, shout out to John Paul who did pledge $60, and that came through Wednesday morning very early. So thank you, John Paul. Now, so everybody knows that money went out before John Paul sent it, which he already knows.
Yeah.
But the money still came through. I mean, we appreciate it.
No, David, Zell is not back up. Probably will not be back up. We're going to have to change
I told him to basically shove it because I've only got 2 people that donate over there. And after 3 or 4 hours of arguing with Zell and Chase, Zell blames Chase blames Zell. And then, we got dumb fucks taking credit for it. It ain't worth it for 2 people. And one of them's already switched over to another format to be able to donate, which they have donated on tonight. And it ain't worth battling that fucking hard for 2 people. So if that's the only thing you got, find another way or don't donate. That's about all I can tell you. I'm sure somebody out there's happy. But the other person who does donate a fair amount of money has already found another way to donate, and we appreciate that. Matter of fact, the large donation that came in tonight came in on the other way to donate other than Zelle. So we appreciate it. And so how many shows are in the archives now? Is it still in the neighborhood of 300, give or take?
No, I did some more the other day. So there's probably there are probably non-deleted, by the way, just so you guys know.
Non-deleted. Haven't deleted anything. If you want to see it,
there's probably about 350 of them that are in members only.
About half of them have been archived. Then.
Yeah, a little bit less than half left to go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can donate on YouTube. Well, we appreciate those too. I mean, you can try Zelle. I mean, if it's up and working, I don't know anything about it because only 2 people donate on Zelle. So you can try it. If it doesn't go through, and it probably won't.
It'll just bounce back to you if it doesn't work.
Yeah, it'll just bounce back. You ain't gonna lose anything. I'm able to do Cash App and PayPal. I don't think, Jana, have I ever gotten anything from you on PayPal? I think you've always been Cash App. At least best of my memory, recent memory anyway. But no, Dave, we appreciate that. Thank you very much. And yeah, if this is the only way you can, we don't tell people not to. We prefer the donations, especially if 20 or more go to one of the other ways. Bob, I guess we need to take Zelle down unless he tries something on Zelle and it works. We'll worry about it on the next show.
Yeah.
I get paid tomorrow and would like to help them. As a matter of fact, I don't know how much help he's going to be. How much of a pledge can we put you down for? We actually have my person that I called a Trump supporter, and then he sent me a Go Biden sign. And I'll tell you his name, Robert Puckett. He's an old friend of mine from Oldham County High. He's come here and fixed a few.
The guy with the Union Gap.
He's come here and fixed a few things in my home before. I invited him to come here and fix my recliner. My recliner needs a new base put on it. That's why it's sitting over there in that corner, because it does not swivel as smooth as it used to. And I'd like to get a new base put on it. And but he got real swamped down here and wasn't able to come by. He says that he would like to be of some help towards the wheelchair. And he says he gets paid tomorrow. So cool. We'll see how much of a pledge can we put you down for? How much of a pledge can we put you down for? I took an upgrade on my iPhone, and the microphone doesn't seem to work as good anymore. Doesn't that figure? Yeah, we got rid of all the bugs. You get that on every update. So how much do we have minus? Because John Paul actually got sent out that night.
We've got $20, $30, $55.
55, okay. And we need it. Oh, and the other project I have, and I told her that I'd mentioned it, and I haven't mentioned it yet. And I haven't sent you the picture yet. We'll try and show it Saturday. Chinny, as you've noticed, always smiles. Can we show Chinny's BS picture? She's got her bowling girl shirt, and she always smiles. And then she's asked me if I could help her with something. And then she says, can you help me with my teeth? I said, well, it depends how much. What's wrong with your teeth? And she said, well, there's a reason I never show you my teeth. Okay. And she's like me. She always smiles. She's 5'1", by the way. I always thought she was much taller than that, because she just kind of comes across as a tall girl, maybe 5'5", 5'6". But she's 5'1", and she always smiles. Well, she sent me a picture of her smile, and she's got 2 teeth that need to be replaced in the front. And I think it's a grand total. Once again, it seems to be the magic number tonight. I think $70 gets her 2 front teeth removed and 2 false teeth put in. Do that in fucking America. And I told her that might take a couple of weeks to raise the money to do that. But if you've been waiting 3 years, I think we can wait 2 more weeks. And so that will be the 4th project. And no, you're not. He says it's not working. Yeah, fuck Zelle. We'll take it down. Because like I said, I only had 2 people that donated over there anyway. And Kevin might want to look into a Cash App. It's free and easy. PayPal, free and easy. And as long as you got an ID, I mean, you might want to look into those for the future. And I'm sorry, David Martinez. And Kevin Marr also has Zelle, and he was one of the people. But yeah, Bob, I don't think I've sent you the picture of her. You want me to send that to you? I think it'd be a good idea.
How bad you want to embarrass a poor girl.
Well, I would like to help her, because you know the boat I'm in. I told her, I said, well, at least you've got more than 4 teeth. He says he's going to donate 20 or 25 towards the wheelchair.
Okay.
So we'll keep that in a pool set aside, and if we get to the $80, we'll worry about it then. If not, I'll order a pizza for my birthday. So.
Something like that, yeah.
So, as a matter of fact, now you know what? I might not be doing a show Saturday because that's my birthday. And I don't know what time I'm going to be back Saturday. If I do one, it might be late. Maybe Friday night we do a late night Bolin birthday bash or something. It ain't working for Kenny. It works for other people. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously,
right. It's just Kenny's Zell that's messed up. It's not a Zell.
Yeah, I don't think Zell shut everybody down over me. I don't think.
As much as some people would like
to
take
PayPal got reinstated in about 36 hours once I sent them all the documents they wanted. So give me a second here, Bob. Yeah, I do want to send you her picture if I can find it. Because I wondered why I never ever saw her teeth. But then again, I never do either, or at least I try not to. Let's see. God damn. Apparently she wrote me a lot. Okay, here we go.
Dang kids.
And she's a pretty girl, and she said, and I'm sure that she would love to be able to smile. So I'm going to send that to Bob. And it's, I mean, if it were me, I would avoid smiling too. It's not horrible, but I get where she would like to have it replaced. So I just sent that to Bob. Thank you, David. All right. Okie doke. So yeah, so we'll just show that picture next. And she says it's been like that for about 3 years. She said, that's why I never show you my teeth. And I said, well, I get where you're coming from. And she's 19. I'm 64. There's nothing I can't eat with the 4 fucking teeth I've got. That's why I've not knocked myself out. My brother got false teeth, and he said he got them at SureFit. I said, how do they work? He says they sure don't. And he said he never uses them. And he spent $500 or $600 to get them. And he said it purely would be cosmetic if he wore them. Fuck, I mean, I'd probably do it just for the cosmetic benefits of it. It'd be nice to be able to smile. But so I've sent Bob the picture, and she's got.
Gosh, it's too bad no one ever sent you any money for your teeth. That's a joke, people, because we talked about it, and we.
I actually wrote Bob and got permission to get my car fixed way back when with the tooth money.
Correct.
It seemed to be the smarter thing to do at the time. And but no, Bob actually, the first big donation Bob ever sent was to me to get my teeth. But she says 2 teeth need to come out. And do you think maybe those front 2? I mean, what are you thinking?
Looks like there's something going on with at least. Maybe it's on both of the middle, because it's hard to tell which ones.
It's hard to tell. But she says 2 need to come out, 2 need to go in. And the false teeth cost more than removing the front 2. But I think it came to a grand total of 3,500 pesos to do both. And she's probably going to need transportation to get to the dentist because nothing is close to her. But that's our sweet little Chenny that you just saw. She said it's been like that for 3 years. She says, I'm so embarrassed to smile for anybody. She says, but I figure if anybody could help me, it might be you. I said, well, we can try. I think I sent my first donation through PayPal, and once I got Cash App, I used it. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'd probably have to go way back to find that PayPal donation. And so that is our sweet little Chenny, 19 years old. She will be 20 November 29th, same birthday as Dutch, Jerry the King Lawler, JBL, Eunice, and Ruby May. We have a lot of 29th birthdays. And so that is on the back end of the list of shit we're looking to do. No offense, my sweet little friend, but these other things come first. And then if we can, maybe I'll just do a special show for her to where if we can raise $70 to fix her teeth. I mean, fuck, you're an attractive 19-year-old girl. I'm sure you'd like to smile. I don't give too much of a fuck. I mean, I'd like to, but I can't get mine fixed for $70, and $500 would be basically a cosmetic fix only. For me to be able to eat with teeth done properly, it's about $2,000, if not more these days since COVID. She's pretty high to her. She's a pretty girl. Well, Jelly Bean, I know another pretty girl in the Philippines. I think her name's Jelly Bean. And Eunice is a pretty girl. And Ruby May's a pretty girl. Little Art Gel's a pretty girl. So we don't know any ugly girls. Well,
it's a pretty girl. She's not pretty girl.
Istanbul's very own. Oh, there's the beans. Now, Beans, I haven't seen you wear that shirt lately. You better start wearing that damn thing. I paid good money for that.
Bet she's worn that one recently.
Yeah, she's wore that one a few times. I've seen her at the doctor's office wearing that one. Looks nice on her. Looks very nice.
She only wears that one at home for when she's sleeping.
Yeah, I wonder if she wears that one downtown when she goes to the Arby's for the dollar sliders.
There's Eunice.
Eunice wearing her shirt. The world's largest bowling. Her and Honey Rose are in a competition for the world's largest bowling girl logo. That's Eunice wins. I think Eunice is even bigger.
It's Ruby May.
Pretty good size logo. Ruby May growing like a weed.
Without a smile. With a toothless smile.
A toothless smile. I think that Ruby May. Ruby May is the human chia pet. You just pour water on her and she grows. Yeah. Something going on. But she's back home. She's at home today, and that's Ashley wearing Eunice's shirt. And I don't know if we gave Ashley that shirt or not. She might have got one given to her because Eunice had a couple of them. That is that's Mylene over in Slap Your Face. They didn't go through as much trouble with her shirt for her and the kids, but he is still right now the only bowling kid that I know of. There have been others that have talked about getting him. There might be one or two, but he is the only bowling kid. That is Eunice's sister, Leo Ryan, or Lorraine, however you pronounce it. Eunice will have to correct us on the pronunciation next time I actually talk to her.
Sweet little Arjo.
And shut up. Yeah, I call her my favorite all the time. She's fucking 9 years old. She's just the sweetest little thing. And did we get that video from her mother from where we sent the money?
We did. Yes.
Did we get that video?
And we did get that video. I'm gonna have to get it.
So take care of that. I tell you what, you would think that I'm a half-ass popular guy in Calbiac City, and points beyond. So
there's a bowling guy, the only bowling guy on the planet.
Yeah. He seems to be a rather confident individual.
There's 7 guys supporting Kenny Bolin.
Yeah, the one-man show and my supporting cast, and only one of us had the guts to send in a current picture. Everybody else's pictures 40 years old or older. Every one of them. You can't find one of those pictures that ain't 40 years old other than mine. And then I think I look younger than everybody on there but Dundee. Dundee looking about 28. Dutch looking about, I don't know, I'd give Dutch 38, 39 there. What do you think?
Probably
30,
maybe.
Yeah. Very young Tommy Rich. Lawler, I think I know exactly how old he was there. I think Lawler was 34 in that picture. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think he was 34. Because I remember that outfit. Somebody made that for him from some Deadpool movie or something. I forgot what it was. I forgot the Marvel movie, but I've seen people take credit for making Lawler that outfit.
I will send you a lot of pictures and videos.
That and upload that.
Oh, by the way, I will be bringing some of my books, some pictures, maybe a handful of DVDs that I will be selling in Evansville when we do our one-man show. I might even let Dutch Mantel help me with the one-man show for a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be nice of him.
Yeah.
When you stop to take a drink.
I don't want to get all the attention or anything with all these has-beens there. I mean, I want to do what I can to help elevate the undercard talent. Yeah. So, I mean, I was put on the center meme for a reason. Lawler got knocked down for a reason.
So this was the plea that we got from Angela. I'm gonna play that first, and then I'll play the message she sent after we sent her the money.
There we go.
Hello, my name is Angela. I am the mother of Archel. I just want to ask for help for my daughter because she really needs to join event in their school and I can't afford it. And I just hope you guys, you can donate for my daughter needs. I know I'm too shy to ask a help for all of you, for Mr. Kenny, for my daughter, but I don't have any choice because she really needs it at school. I hope you guys who have a golden heart, please help my daughter. If I can afford it, or they are not obligated to join on that event, I want our child join, but it's obligated. Teachers told us parents that they really need to join or participate because that is part of their grades. Please, all who support for Mr. Kenny, Mr. Bolin show, please help my daughter. Thank you very, very much for all those who will be helping my daughter. It's a very big help. I hope you can help him. Thank you.
And you can tell how difficult that was for her because she was, trying to not cry while she was on there. It was rough for her to ask for money, ask for help, because even though we help these folks out a lot, most of the time they don't ask for it, right? They'll tell us we need this occasionally, but usually it's like, hey, this is what's going on. And we're like, well, we'll help you with it. But,
it got to me when I saw it.
All right, so then we did send her the money. Thank you to a number of folks here that generously donated. Jazzy Jana and Nicole and Daniel Limley and George Capter.
Now the last donation we've gotten so far was the $5 from David Martinez that was in here. That is the last donation we've gotten so far. And others of you have already donated on the previous show, so we certainly appreciate that. John Paul with his $60 pledge, he came through. Kevin Marr with his donation that is specifically for one person that he wrote and asked that person to get it. And it is for a specific project, so we will make sure that happens as well. And I'm hearing the thunder in the background. The storms are getting here a little early. Alexa said midnight. Apparently,
right, so
maybe they meant Southern India.
Yeah, here's the video we got. After the money got sent to them.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Bob and Mr. Kenny, for the money for our child, and I will send you a lot of pictures and video for our child for that event. Again, thank you. We love you. Bye. And I will send you later video for our child. Bye. Thank you. God bless. Guys, please support always for the Bolin show, please. They have a lot of people they helping, especially Filipinos people. Again, thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you guys won't get tired of support Mr. Bolin show and Mr. Bob. Again, thank you. We love you guys. God bless.
Those crisis actors are the best. The reason I've kicked out a couple of times is that the audio on my end is blitzing, but it's not doing it on your end, right?
No.
Yeah, and it's probably something with my computer. I need to probably take this thing into the shop and have it cleaned out properly. And haven't done it yet, and just having the time to do it. Meow, meow. Meow, meow heard the thunder and came back in. I just left the screen door cracked open. She's been going in and out all day, just having a good old time. And then Scooby treats her like she's a mouse outside. Inside, they sleep together, buddy up, play with each other on the ottoman. Outside, she's a rat, a mouse, a raccoon. We've never seen her. What is that vermin? What's that vermin doing out here? And thanks to John Paul, who's in the room here. So we do hire the best crisis actors, John Paul. We get the best. We and David Martinez, we get the very best. So good at crisis acting that they even make me cry sometimes. And that's very good acting right there. And it comes the waterworks. No. My eyes are giving me a lot of trouble today. All the leaves and all the plumage is starting to grow around here, and whatever fucks with my eyes is amping up right now. And but yeah, she's a sweetheart. And first videos we'd ever gotten from her, because normally it's Art Gel to thank us for helping her, but she really wanted to be a part of it. And the way the Philippines blackmails these families to be a part of it, or give us the money that we know you don't have, or it's going to go against your grades. I think that's a crock of shit. And maybe American schools are guilty of doing that to a degree. I don't remember it happening to me when I was a kid.
We
were dirt poor, and I never needed money we didn't have to graduate, to hold something against our grades because we didn't have money. But the Philippines is the king of that shit. And they do it in college, they do it in high school, they do it in elementary school. And a lot of these kids just need to have a fucking bowl of rice before they leave for school. And they have to raise 1,000 pesos to participate in a school project, or 500 pesos. Normally money they just don't have. And then the kids that do have the money make fun of the kids that don't. And it just aggravates. Well, damn, you fixed that in a hurry. How to donate? That's cool. Shit.
Yeah.
You did that quick?
Yeah. Well, I've got the whole thing saved as a template, so I can move things around pretty quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, boy, I've just noticed that. That looks better than it did before. Got the little microphone in there.
StarMaker logo Bolin there.
Yeah. Damn, that looks good.
Well,
I didn't even notice you did until I just
I've been happy to. Well, I like doing things for the Bolin show, the Mr. Bolin show.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, every time I do something like that, I gotta say their English is way better than my Filipino.
We should have Jason back on the show Saturday. We've missed him. God, 2 or 3 shows in a row, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's been a little while, but he's had
a little while
going on. So
yeah, trust me, man. If I lose one of my 3, it's not going to be easy. Not going to be. Well, Scooby, maybe. Come here, Scooby. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. No, quit looking for the cat. Come on, come over and say hi.
Might be worth getting rid of.
Come over and say hi. There's Scooby. There he is, right there. Can you take my name down? I still don't know how to take my name down.
All right, so you go to banners, or sorry, you go to brand. It's at the very top.
I go to brand to do it. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's at the very top, right underneath the colors and the themes.
Okay, I thought we had to do it from here. I thought I had to do it from the green room.
No.
You gonna say hi? Oh, there he is. That big Scooby. You gonna talk to the microphone? You got something to say?
Big Scooby. Hold on. Big Scooby.
Big Scooby. Come here. Scooby. This is your time to shine right there. Please donate. Please donate. He doesn't feed me. Look how little I am. I'm so little. All right. Come here, Cal. Come here. Get you some camera. There you go. Cal says, I'll be on camera. Get that wheel.
I like being on camera.
Where are my kisses? You don't kiss on. You'll hump on camera, but you won't kiss me. That's insulting.
Well, get down on the floor and bend over, Kenny. We'll see.
I'm not going to get down on the floor and let you do me what you do to Scooby. Okay, all right, that's the deal then. No, where Choco? Where Choco at? Where little Choco? I think Choco's in bed sleeping. Choco lazy.
Well,
all right.
After you had Choco arrested by calling 911.
Oh, we'll tell that story Saturday night. Big Gooby, he's so big. You looking for Maz? It's getting that time of year. Those Maz getting here, y'all lose your mind, right? Yeah, when you open the door to let them out, the Maz will come through the door because of the light out on the porch, and man, they lose their fucking mind when when the Maz get in here, especially Choco.
All right, and, it's 1:30, an hour and a half in. We need to make your third announcement.
Oh, the third! Oh my God! Oh, you're gonna love this one because you don't even know.
I don't even know about this one. Now we've already announced that in the next 2 months.
Yeah,
we're going to have Mr. Kennedy. We're going to have Dutch Mantel. We're going to have John Cena Sr. We're going to have Anthony Scaramucci. We're going to have Disco Inferno. We're going to have Conan. And we're going to have whoever you announce.
And how many people did you name?
That is 6.
That's 6. The 7th person, and probably the final one that I'm even going to bother to try to get for our extravaganza of superstars coming on this show for the first time ever. He wrote me, as a matter of fact, I'm going to read the email exactly the way it was said. And then I will forward Bob the information. Oh, it's a good thing I looked because we got a late minute donation. Oh, Daniel Lemley coming through with $25 at the buzzer. That helps.
Thank you,
Daniel. That was very kind of you, Dan. And Daniel's a consistent donor on the show, man. He really helps us out a lot. Thunderstorms in the background. Don't even know if I'm going to have power 5 minutes from now, and Daniel comes through for us. Let me find the email. Chinny said thank you for us trying to help raise money for her teeth. She's watching the show.
Do we know how much it's going to cost to fix the sewing machine yet?
The sewing machine will cost $35. I mean, I'll have to do it myself if nothing else, because I have to make sure she can earn that fucking money. She's making a lot of gowns for a lot of kids, and that's going to let those kids down. So either way, we got to do that.
Yeah. So we have 25, 35, 55. We have $80 in tonight, not counting the 70 that Kevin has sent to a specific thing, and not counting the 5 from YouTube, because that takes a while to get here.
And as a matter of fact, out of that donation that he sent, we might have a few dollars. Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
That's
so we've got
there.
Jinjin's Electric is $60. Wait. Tell me again. Jinjin's Electric is $60.
What's that?
Jinjin's Electric is $60. That's what I wrote down here.
Well, for her, it actually her Jinjin's you talking about?
Yeah.
Jinjin's Electric is $40 and $50, and then transportation to go get it turned back on.
All right, so it's $40, $10 reconnect fee,
$10 reconnection,
$10 transportation.
Go there, and so she can get fucking hamburger and a Coke while she's out.
We've got that covered. We have
if she hadn't let it get turned off, we could have saved $10. But yeah, that storm is moving in. So the 7th person, and I just sent Bob the screenshot of the confirmation, and I guess I need to bring it back up so I can read exactly.
So we need $10 more to get Catherine's sewing machine done.
Well, guess what? The sewing machine just got taken care of. Jazzy Jana from Louisiana stepping up to take care of the sewing machine. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Jazzy. Glad we didn't sign off early.
Yeah, right.
And well, those of you that donated are going to be glad you heard this one, because the 7th person who has never been on this show before, a former world champion, a former WWE star, a former ECW star. I think Bob just read the screenshot.
A WWE Hall of Famer.
Yes. The 7th person going to be on the show here, either April or May. I have to contact the team to get him scheduled. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry, will be here on the Bowling Alley or the StarMaker Bolin Show, whatever the hell we're going by then. For the first time ever, I'm so excited to have him on. I'm excited to see that he was happy to be a part of this. I just sent Bob the screenshot and the information to get him scheduled. And so the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, and I've agreed to go over and do their show as well with him and Mickey James. So looking forward to all of that.
Wow.
All right. We won't bring Mark Henry. I didn't realize the man upstairs had a problem with it. Jesus.
All right. So Jana's donation is how much? I'm sorry.
Excuse me? Jazzy Jana donated $35, and then we had $25
to cover
Mr. Lindley.
Right. Okay. So
and Jazzy Jana said fix that sewing machine. Yeah, because that 35 is going to let her fix.
So we have the 25 towards the one guy's pledge towards the wheelchair, and I'll take care of
that. That should be coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll take care of the rest of it. So,
well, if we get any more in, I will.
Don't ask me. Yeah, that would be great. So we got Jinjin taken care of. We got Catherine taken care of. Saturday we'll probably start doing.
Got everything taken care of except her teeth, I think.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, but we'll get started on that on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll try that on Saturday, and then maybe just dedicate the show. Because I'd love for the kid to have her front teeth fixed. I mean, shit. I certainly understand her feeling. I'd like to be able to smile too, but one day down the road. I mean, it ain't like I couldn't yank some shares and get it done, but it hasn't stopped me from eating, and I haven't been asked to appear in any commercials recently, so we'll be all right. So thank you, Jazzy Jana. That was awful sweet of you to do that. And I'm excited, man. The world's strongest man coming in here, former member of Bolin Services. That's big, and I guess the heat's over on the book. So, but now
we'll talk about that when he comes on, right?
No, we're not. I didn't write a book
about the lies that were told in the book.
Yeah, I don't even have a book. What are you talking about? But no, I'm very excited about that because he was one of the closest friends that Chris and I had here, man. We did everything together. He and I, Paul London, Rico. I mean, that was the fearsome foursome right there. And two legit badasses with you everywhere you go. You got Rico and Mark Henry sitting there. Shit. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. You might look like you'll fuck with Rico, but you won't. And you don't even look like you're gonna fuck with Mark Henry.
You'll only do it once.
Yeah, you'll do it once and probably won't live to talk about it. So, but no, I really can't wait to have him on, and I hope I get to go over there soon and do a show with him and Mickey James. That'll be a lot of fun as well. But no, I was thrilled to see that. I just got that information like minutes before the show hit tonight, and it said absolutely, let's get it done. So looking so forward to that. And so that's a great spot to wrap up on. And if y'all want, if I get enough requests, I might do a birthday bash after SmackDown tomorrow, because I don't want to pin myself into having to do a show on my birthday. Because I want me and Chris and Choco we're going to eat something. I don't know where. We might go to the Fish House. I haven't been down to the Fish House in a while. I might go down there. Either that or we'll come up with something else. But the Fish House would be good. Oh, and I sent a bunch of you. Arby's has dollar sliders through March 17th. I think they're doing that in honor of my birthday. They've extended it a day. Dollar sliders at Arby's. I sent a bunch of y'all the screenshot of it. Go to Arby's. I know between 2 and 5 they have a tendency to run specials, but even then, I think they're $1.50 each. So if you can save 50 cents a slider, go in there, you can only save $2 on 4 of them. I'm thinking about getting me a sack of 10, just like I do at White Castle. Bob almost got sick to hear me say that. I sent it to one girl that was an old friend of mine from years ago, an old ex-girlfriend. She sent it back. I don't eat fast food. She's bigger than I am now, so maybe you should consider. So, yeah. I don't eat fast food. Well, what the fuck are you eating? It ain't working.
Everything else, apparently.
Yeah, you better eat some sliders, is all I can tell you. I hope she's not watching this show. So, I lost 280 pounds eating fast food.
We just say all these things in love and jest. So,
oh, it's all love and jest. But no, and thanks to everybody who helped us out tonight, especially Jazzy Jana coming in there at the last minute to help Eunice out with their situation. We will do a special show, maybe Friday night, maybe Saturday, maybe one day next week. I would love to help the kid get her teeth replaced. If we can do that for $70, if 10 of us do $10, we fix the kid's teeth. I'm in. I'll do fucking 10 to help her. So if we can get 6 more people, the kid's teeth are fixed. And we'll focus that. If I do a Friday night, late night show after SmackDown, I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about. Was there much buzz about The Rock and Roman being in Dallas last week? Tickets were high.
Tickets were high.
And how did it go off the air? Because they ended to where some shit had to be going on when the show went off the air.
I never saw anything on.
Oh man, I thought somebody might have a report, because they didn't end it and just all right, show's over, go back to the locker room. Something had to go down in the ring after that.
I'm sure something did, but I didn't get to see it. No one.
That's for SmackDown. There. SmackDown could make some money is get memberships to see what happens when SmackDown goes off the air.
Put that on like Peacock.
I care about Raw, but they would care about that.
Peacock Super Plus. You can watch SmackDown after it goes on.
There we go. Well, we did an hour and 32 minutes tonight, and by the way, this one is going directly to members only right after the show.
Didn't you talk about Matt Gaetz? It's in members only right now.
Give me a quick summary on Matt Gaetz, because I saw the link, but I haven't had a chance to read it. What's up with
Matt Gaetz has been subpoenaed to appear in a deposition at a civil hearing for a defamation case. So Representative Matt Gaetz has been subpoenaed to sit for deposition in a civil lawsuit that involves allegations he had sex with a 17-year-old girl.
Ouch!
This is the girl that
he's against all that. Did you hear? He's against all that sex trafficking shit that he's been doing for quite some time, according to his girlfriend and his best friend and his Venmo account.
Yeah, and his son that's like 25 years.
Yeah, hey, if you're all wanting to shut down Venmo accounts, that might be one you can look at.
God, witnesses told federal authorities that she was paid for sex parties with Matt Gaetz. Also, the ethics committee is investigating, and they have text messages between the congressman and the young woman.
When did this get released? Because I didn't see it on the 6 and 7 o'clock news shows.
ABC News today, just within about the time I sent you that link.
Oh, well, you know what? Lawrence O'Donnell's going to have some shit for me on there, because Lawrence O'Donnell hates that little piece of shit. Lawrence will lay the smack down, so I'm going to check out some Lawrence O'Donnell when this is over and get the Yeah, but he's one of the. And as a matter of fact, somebody during Congress, they said, so let me get this right. You, Matt Gaetz, are speaking out against sex trafficking. I find that interesting. And that was what one of the Democrats said to him. I find that very interesting. So they must have known what was coming. And plus, we know his history and his Venmo account and what his ex-girlfriend said and what his best friend said. And somehow he's still a congressman. If you say that about you,
maybe not.
You don't have judges no more. There's no trial. There's no court.
Dang, yeah, I hate this one. I have to sneeze and it won't come out. So I'm like,
yeah, I hate those too. And my unexpected sneezes. So did you just say goodbye to everybody?
I just said goodbye. I just made it members only.
Well, it says we have nobody. If there's any members in here right now, say hi. Because it says there's 0 watching.
I think the problem is that StreamYard can't see our numbers when it's members only.
I guess it is.
Because we did that last time. We did that
and it went down to 2. Yeah, it went down to 2.
And yet folks were here. Iceman's here right now.
We cannot trust those numbers. I mean, and when we really decide we want to be dicks, we're going to start the show, let it get up to about 70 or 80 of you in here, and then we're going to go members only. And everybody else goes away, and it'll be a real cozy little bunch of us in here for those. It might say we have none, but as you all say hi. So no, in all seriousness, everybody who helped us out tonight, thank you so much. Jazzy Jana for bailing us out there at the buzzer with Eunice's situation. I will let Chenny know that we're going to do a special show to help her with her teeth. And like I said, I'm in for 10 if we can get 6 more of us. Bob has got a lot of expenses coming out right now. We're not going to bother Bob for a while.
Bob has one expense coming out right now, but it's a big one.
Well, it's a goodly
So Chenny's getting 2 teeth replaced for $70.
You're not.
Crown.
You're
I'm
not
getting 1 crown for $1,100. So,
and that's after an insurance is covering not even half of your expenses, right?
Right. Insurance is covering about $700 of that.
Holy shit.
Of the total cost. My out of pocket's $1,100.
Yeah. Well, Bob, it might be cheaper. It might be cheaper to get a plane ticket. Go to Manila.
Have them pull it. And put it
Dr. Kevorkian or whoever's over there. Hey, Doc. Yeah. Stay in a 4-star luxury hotel over there for $435 for 30 days.
My luck, I'd get the Tim Conway dentist.
All right.
If you haven't seen it, folks, go look. Carol Burnett Show, Tim Conway Dentist. One of the funniest skits of all time.
If I do a show, it'll either be late Saturday, 10:30ish, or I might do something 10:15 after SmackDown tomorrow and do the birthday bash and maybe 10:30, ride it into midnight, and then it'll officially be my birthday. All gifts will be accepted. So I probably fucked up tonight. I shouldn't have raised any money for Filipinos tonight and stored up for birthday money on the 16th is what I should have done. I fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right. Well, hey, that window started. Birthday present.
Show, delete it, start over.
Let's do that. All right. Till either Friday night or Saturday night. I'm pretty sure I'll do one or the other. Bob, if you can come up with a cute meme for the birthday bash. Me, Choco, you know who not to include, but you can put Choco in it. I'll send you a good picture. Okay. Little Choco. She'll be 12.
I may just put Choco only on there.
Maybe they'll notice for her. Yeah, after what she's been through, and then we'll tell the Choco story on my birthday show. Be it Friday night or Saturday night, we'll say why I had to call 911 at 1 o'clock in the morning. And oh my God, I lost it. So until then, for Bob Hazelwood, for Jason Coltrane, I'm the StarMaker, and we did set